Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making an apple cranberry pork chops. They're delicious. So I'm going to finish getting my potatoes diced up here, sliced. You need to take 4 to 5 medium-sized potatoes and slice them. This is such an easy, fast, and delicious dish because you've got your potatoes and everything right in it. It's one meal and one pan in it. Well, it'll be 2 pans because I'll cook in one and bake in one. Okay? Alrighty. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, it depends on your family. Now I have my oil heated, about a tablespoon of oil, and my pork chops you can use depending on the family. I'm using 4 and they're boneless. You don't have to use boneless. That's what I had in the freezer, so that's what I took out. And you'll need to bread them. I used about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Actually, it's probably about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour in them. Those are my skillet. And with your pork chops, boy, you'll want to do this with everything. Just put your salt and pepper on it. And then when you turn it, make sure you salt and pepper the other side. I think I'm going to rinse this off. It doesn't take long for your pork chops to get where they should be, because you just want to brown them, because you're going to be putting them in the oven also with everything else, so you don't need a lot. Don't need them in there a long time. Then I'm going to take my potatoes that I sliced up, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of my pan. You can use the 9 by 12. I'm using a square dish. And again, I'm going to salt and pepper these so everything gets its own little bit of seasoning on it. And then we're just going to set those aside. Check our meat. Yeah, it doesn't take long for it to start browning. Okay. While that's browning, I'm going to take, the recipe calls for 2 small onions, small to medium size. And since there's only 2 of us, I'm using one kind of large one, and because I think that'll be plenty for my husband and I. And then we're just going to dice it a little bit. This is, my onions smell so good. Okay, got that all sliced up. Now we're going to be using apple jelly and apple cranberry juice, both in this. I'm going to take those out. of the pan now because they're nice and brown. Well, you know what? I'm going to add a little bit more oil in that. And you'll have to do that depending on, you know, what your meat's going to absorb and how much flour you get on it. I like a nice brown, crisp looking crust to it myself, but you know, that's up to whoever's cooking it and eating it. So then after you get your meat all out of it, or almost all out of it, take your onion, and you'll want to get a nice crisp crust on them, like. Fry those up. Now that smells good. That really smells good. Your meat grease with your onion. Okay, we're going to have that just on a medium heat till we kind of get those browned and ready. And then in the meantime, we're going to take 2 to 3, whichever your family, however many you guys want, you know, of the apples. The recipe says use a red one. I don't know if it makes that much difference, but anyway, all we're going to do with our apples, though, is just kind of dice them up a little bit, because we're going to have apple jelly in there and apples too, so it will be great. It's really hot here today. They said the first day of fall coming up in a couple days is going to be very hot. Supposed to be cool. We're going to have 90-degree weather. Oh, those smell so good. Getting just a little brown char on them. Scrape all that good stuff on the bottom of the pan off on them. Get that in our dish for sure. I want to get ready to go down to Greg's. I'm just about ready. I've got a few more tomatoes that I have to do something with. I think I'm just going to make stewing tomatoes with those. Because really we don't need anything else. And I don't think Greg does. He's got plenty of salsa and spaghetti sauce and things like that. So I don't think I'll be making any of that. And just slice your apple up so. Oh, they smell good. They look delicious too. So, we've had pretty good luck with our garden this year. We've got quite a bit out of it. I canned a lot. But you know, you can always can more. If you have more stuff coming on, just can enough for at least 2 to 3 years in backup, because you never know when you're not going to have it. I know I found that out last year with my tomatoes. So, don't those look yummy? Just a little char on them. That's what you need. Okay, I'm gonna take those out and getting ahead of myself here. I'm going to take my potatoes, and I want to put my onions on them. I don't think it makes any difference how you layer it, just so it gets on there. And then I need all those little drippings that's in the bottom of that pan. I'm going to add just a little, about a teaspoon of oil to that pan, and turn my fire up on that. It's basically like you're making a gravy. Just put your flour in there, and I'll have all the ingredients and everything posted down below so that you'll have it. Because, like I said, I'm making for 2 tonight, and the recipe calls for 6. So then I'm going to put my apple cranberry apple juice in that. And scrape every bit of that off the bottom that you can get, because that's the good stuff. And that's browning so quick. Man, that looks good. And the smell. I wish they'd make a video where you could smell the stuff. That would be a cool video. I got this all mixed up. I'm going to pour that over my potatoes and onions there. And I want all of it out of there. So why am I using a rounded spoon instead of something flat? Oh, how yummy. That looks good. Smells delicious. Okay. Then we're going to take our apples, and we're going to kind of just lay them around on there. Try to tuck some down under the onions and some down in the potatoes. I know we should do that before we get all the hot stuff in there, shouldn't we? But you know me, I like to do it the hard way. Okay, boy, that looks good. Now we're going to top it with our pork chops. Oh, come on over for dinner with us tonight. I want all that. Drippings. Those drippings is what you need. Let me get my fingers clean. I laugh because the other day I was listening to Dolly Parton, and her and her sister were making a dish, and she kind of went like that, licked her finger, and then a piece of fell on off the plate onto the counter, and she just picked it up and ate it. Her sister said, "Dolly, you shouldn't do that." And she says, "Why not? It's good." And she said, "Because people won't like that if you touch it." She said, "Those people aren't going to eat it. I am." So I laughed. You know Dolly Parton, she'll say anything, and she means it. So anyway, here we are. I'm going to stick this in the oven for about an hour. And then we'll be back and we'll put the apple jelly on it and finish it up. I am back and our dinner is all ready. This looks phenomenal and smells even better. I mean, doesn't that look delicious? Got a nice thick gravy in there. That gravy is made with our apple cranberry juice, and that's unusual for me to be able to say I like apple cranberry together, but it's good, it's delicious, and I've really never liked it before, but I'll tell you, this changes my whole opinion. So I want to taste it so bad, but it is, as you can see, bubbling. I don't know. We're going to see. I'll take a pork chop. Now, I had this in the oven for an hour baking at 375. Then after I got done with that, I took it out and I put 3/4 of a cup of apple jelly on the pork chops. I flipped them and did both sides and everything. And then I put it back in for another about almost 30 minutes. But I'm going to taste this. It's hot. It's going to burn my mouth. I'm going to taste it anyway. Oh my gosh. You can see the steam coming off of it. Wow. And there's a nice thick gravy. Put some of that over that pork chop. That is phenomenal. Anyway, you need to try this. It is delicious. I can't wait to burn my mouth. You've got your potatoes, your onions, and you've got dessert. You've got apples in there in one meal. Oh, those pork chops you can cut without even using a knife. Cut that with a fork. But this would make a wonderful meal. You know, you can mix this up before you go to work and then put it in the oven when you get home. So many of us had to go back to work again in order to make ends meet, and a lot of mothers have to juggle their meals, this would be great. Now you can put 6 or 8 pork chops on it. Just add another apple and another potato and maybe a little more apple cranberry juice. I'm going to taste this. That apple. That tastes like Christmas. This might even be a good dish for Christmas or Thanksgiving, because this is really, really good. You've got your onions in there, and they don't have the onion flavor. I don't know, they took on everything else. And the apples remind you of an apple pie. What more could you ask for? This is a wonderful meal, and I hope you try it. I'll have all the directions and ingredients posted down below. Having questions, let us know. But I know this is going to be one of your #1 go-to meals because it is scrumptious. Guess I'll get my timer out of the way because we aren't timing it anymore. Anyway, try it. Let me know what you think. And if you guys have any recipes that you think you would like or you would like for us to try, send them to us. We'll be glad to try them. Or if you have something you would like and you don't have the recipe, but you would like it, let us know and we'll see if we can't find it for you. And see what we can do. Because we really appreciate all of you supporting us and staying with us all the time. And we love you so much. And we just can't say enough about how much we love and care for you. Because you are what keep us going. So, I just hope everyone tries this. And I hope you have a great day. And I thank you bunches for being with us.